Welcome to electrical machine lecture. Today's topic is construction of three-phase transformer. Before going to three-phase construction of three-phase transformer, look a view of electrical machine lab, which comprises of different type of motor, generator, alternators. This is the set of synchronous machine connected to infinite bus, where the generator is connected to the Maharashtra grid, and there are different type of motors are there. It is also comprises of one transmission line module, which is a 400 kilometer transmission line module, consists of different switchgear protection like a microprocessor relay, and these relays can be configured for over protection, under voltage protection, earth fault protections. This is the synchronous motor connected with a different load for the different excitation system, and there are different type of transformers are there. It is a single phase transformer, three phase transformer. Today's topic is the construction of three phase transformer. So this is the three phase transformer. It is an open three phase 315 kVA transformer, where the construction, detailed construction lecture is going to conducted. Okay. So first of all, before going to the three phase construction of a transformer, first of all we will see different type of single phase transformer and the construction detail of three phase single phase transformer. Now see, this is the single phase transformer. It is a shell type transformer. It consists of two winding. One is the HV winding and LV winding. HV winding is 230 volt, LV winding is 115 volt. This is the laminated core. This lamination is used to reduce the eddy current loss, and hysteresis losses depend upon the quality of material. Now see, the construction is like that. In the central limb, the winding is carried out, and the core is the winding is surrounded by core, and the core is not a stepped core. It is a simply a rectangular core we are using here. Okay, so this is a single phase transformer. This is HV winding. This is LV winding. So this is also a shell type small transformer. It is a 12 volt secondary, and primary is 230 volt is there. Now what is the advantage of crucible core? So in this case here, see, this is the circle where the winding is carried out, and it is a square core. The radius of circle is 6 centimeter, and the area of core is 72 square meter. Now if the same core, same radius is taken for the stepped core, here there are 3 steps are there. So this is the first step, second step, third step, and fourth steps is there. So if the radius is same, the total area of iron material is 86 for 3 core, 3 steps, and for 4th step it is plus 7 centimeter square. So it is total is 93 centimeter square. It means that keeping the diameter of the circle is same, the radius is same, the iron area will be more. Okay, or we can say that in reverse direction, if you want to keep the iron area 72 square centimeter, then we can reduce the circle, or we can reduce the total size or total radius of the circle. The advantage using step core is that if you are reducing the circle size, definitely the length of conductor required, as well as length of conductor, it will reduces the air gap. See here, there is a air gaps are there. Okay, and here the air gap is more. So by using stepped core, first advantage is that we can reduce the length of conductor, primary winding and secondary winding, we can reduce it. Second is that we can have a sharp, in this case there is a sharp bend. This sharp bend increases the heat across the conductor, which may damage the insulation of the wire as well as insulation of the between conductor to conductor. Now see, during that one, this is the constructional point of advantages are there. Now performance point of advantage is that if you reduce the air gap, reactance, leakage reactance get decreases. Second, by reducing the total mean diameter of the winding, it will reduce the length of the conductor, and hence we can reduce the resistance and reactance, which will improve the efficiency and regulation of transformer. So in practical cases, for the bigger size or higher capacity transformer, the core is always stepped core or crucible core. It may be number of steps are there. The number of steps are decided with technical performance as well as economical or construction point of view. We can select the number of steps in the transformer. See, this is the impregnated paper. It is laid between one layer of the winding to the second layer. It is a paper insulation. Paper is an insulator, but it is hygroscopic in nature. That is, in the rainy season, it will absorb the moisture. To avoid the absorption of moisture, the paper is dipped into the varnish and it is dried into the oven. So it becomes impregnated paper. It avoids or it does not absorb the water particles or moisture during rainy season. So this is impregnated paper are used in the layer between two layer of the winding. So this is the this is the constructional detail of core and single phase transformer. Now move toward the three phase transformer. First of all, we will just overlook just a total look of the three phase transformer. It is a three cores are there. Okay. Now see, first of all, the nameplate of three phase transformer. It is a three phase 315 kVA. This is 315 kVA transformer, 11.44 kV, means it high voltage winding is 11 kV winding, and whereas the secondary winding is 433 volt, 50 Hz distribution transformer. Now specification, year of manufacture is in 1991. It is made by the Kirloskar Electrical Company Limited. The kVA rating or kVA capacity of the transformer is 315 kVA, 50 Hz. Voltage, high voltage is 11,000 volt, whereas the secondary voltage or low voltage side is a 433. The current on the high voltage side, definitely it is smaller, so it is 16.53 on the high voltage side current, and the current in the low voltage side where the voltage is 433 is 420 volt. It means that high voltage winding carries small current and low voltage carries higher value of current, in such a way that the kVA rating of primary winding and secondary winding will remain same. Now second is the it is a delta connected. High voltage winding is delta connected, and whereas the secondary winding is star connected. The secondary winding is connected to the load, which is suitable for the three phase supply as well as the single phase supply. Therefore neutral conductor is necessary, so it is a star connected transformer. Type vector group is a DY11. This vector group definitely we will see in due course in the vector group of transformer. It is a type of cooling is a natural cooling is there. It is oil immersed. The total assembly is immersed into the oil tank. It is a oil cooled cooling type, and it is a off tap changer. So to change the voltage level, there is a off tap, means we have to shut down the transformer while changing the number of taps on the transformer. Oil is 330 liters is needed, and core and winding weight is 670 kg. So this is the some nameplate reading of the transformer. See, this is the core. See here, this is core. It is a midpoint as per the diagram. Just look at to this diagram. This is the diagram where this is the middle core, and this is the steps 1, 2, 3, 4, and the number of step is depend upon the size of the transformer, then cost of the transformer, as well as different customer, different type of manufacturer use different number of stampings are there. See, this is the first step, this is second step, third step, fourth step, and fifth step. So this is 5 steps are there, higher size, then lower size, in such a way that the core construction in such a way that it is circular in shape. When it is more number of steps, more will be the circular, and it avoid the number of air gaps over the periphery of winding. So it will reduce the leakage flux in the transformer. Okay. Now, as we have seen, there are 2 type of transformer core construction. There are 2 type of core construction. One is the shell type transformer, and this is the second is the core type transformer. See, this is the shell type transformer. Simply, the winding is carried out in the middle, and whereas the core winding is surrounded by the core. So the central limb is the double of outer limb. Okay. So this is the shell type transformer. So all small single phase transformers are the shell type transformer, but the 3-phase distribution transformer is always core type transformer. Otherwise, we have to put one more core in this side and one more core this side. It will increase the overall size of the transformer. Again, it will increase the cost of the material and cost of the transformer. Okay. Now, in case of 3-phase transformer, we can use 2 type of method for the, especially for the power transformer. Either it is a single unit transformer. Single unit transformer means all 3 phases and winding are placed in a single unit. Single unit transformer means 3 phases and their primary and secondary winding, that is LV and HV winding, are placed in a single unit. Like this is a single unit 3-phase transformer. Second method is that we can use separate 3 transformer, 3 single phase transformer. Either the primary winding is connected into delta and secondary winding is connected to star by making group. So what are the advantage and disadvantage of 3 unit transformer and 3 phase unit transformer and 3 bank transformer, 3 phase bank transformer. Bank transformer where 3 single phase transformers are connected in the 3-phase connection. It is called as a 3-phase bank transformer. Whereas a transformer which consists of all 3 phases is called as a single unit transformer. Okay. So in single unit transformer, the number of leads only 6, 3 for primary and 3 for secondary. This is the one way. Second, it is compact in size. Therefore, the cost of the transformer is small, but there is a disadvantage. The disadvantage is that if suppose any winding fails, it has to be replaced, total unit has to be replaced. Whereas in case of 3-phase bank transformer, no doubt the cost of the transformer is very high. It required large space. The number of connection is around 6 connections. 3 for 6 for second primary winding and 6 for secondary winding. So there is a chances of mismatch, or there is a chances of say complication in the connection. And but advantage is that if single winding fails, it can be replaced very easily. And at the same time, the reserve capacity is only single phase transformer. Whereas if you are keeping in reserve capacity, we have to keep the same size of transformer as a reserve capacity. So these are the advantage of single unit 3-phase transformer and 3-phase bank transformer. Okay, but generally all the distribution transformer is a such type of construction, that is a single unit transformer. Okay, now this is the HV winding. This is HV winding. This is HV winding. HV winding carries current only 26 ampere, therefore the conductor size is smaller. See, the conductor size, the cross-sectional area of the conductor is smaller, whereas it is the secondary winding. The secondary winding conductor size is very high, because it has to handle full load current of 420. So this is one phase R, Y, B phase, and this is neutral conductor. It is star connected. So this is the neutral conductor. This is your R phase, Y phase, and B phase. This is thick conductor because on the LV side it has to handle more current. On HV side the current is only 26 ampere. The conductor size will be very small. Now see, this is the upper side. We can see this is the HV conductor because the conductor side is very small, and this is the HV winding. It means that next to the core LV winding is placed, over the LV winding HV winding is placed. Again listen carefully. Next to the core means core, after the core there is a LV winding. Once the LV winding carried out, we will place HV winding. What is the advantage? Because the core at zero potential, if you are placing the high voltage winding, we have to keep thicker insulation layer between core and winding, which will increase the diameter of coil. Once the diameter coil increases, length of the conductor increases, which will increase the resistance and increase the losses. So it is advantageous to place, or it is a general practice, it is the best practice to keep LV winding next to the core and HV winding. Second reason is that whatever the typing is carried out, the number of conductors are connected in such a way that it is possible to change the voltage. Sometimes say it is 11 kV transformer. If the voltage, incoming voltage is more than 11 kV, but we want the voltage in our permissible limit, that is 415 volt to 433 volt or 435 volt, then we have to change the taps, isn't it? So whatever the number of tappings are there, it is difficult to bring the tap from the inner area to the outer area. Therefore HV winding, tapping is always placed on HV winding, so the tapping can be easily collected from the upper part of the winding, and it is connected to the off-load tap changer. So this is the off-load tap changer. It is totally immersed into the oil tank, and this handle is out of oil tank, and by changing this one, it is possible to change the tap, isn't it? So here, see here, this is the tap changing. During tap change, the contact is always in two contacts. So there is not be any opening of the contacts are there, and it is possible to change the voltage, means secondary voltage, to maintain the secondary voltage, isn't it? So this is the off-load tap changer. Now what do you mean by off-load tap changer? Sometimes the big transformer, it is connected with the automatic tap changing. A three-phase induction motor is connected on this rod, and by say a proper sensor with the current and voltage, automatic voltage can be controlled for the three-phase transformers are in the substation. Now see on the nameplate, this is the original nameplate. We can see this is the Kirloskar made transformer, and here it is the tap position. Say tap position 1, it is connected between 5 and 6 when voltage is 11,550. Means the voltage, incoming voltage is more, but we want the low voltage, we want the LV side voltage is constant 433. This is all 433, okay. Whereas at position number 1, when we place the position number 1, when the incoming voltage is more than the 11 kV. Now when incoming voltage is 11 kV, that will be the normal voltage. So normal tap is 3 number, okay. So there are 3, when it is put on the tap number 3, it means that incoming voltage is 11 kV and secondary voltage is 433. If the incoming voltage is smaller, that is 10,725 volt, if you put at the 4 number tap, definitely the secondary voltage will remain a constant 433. So by changing that number of tap position, it is possible to obtain the secondary voltage constant, but it is a off-load tap changer. In case of on-load tap changing, Here it is automatically change the tap position depend upon the secondary voltage. Okay, and this is the vector group. It is dy11 vector group. It will be seen detail in the some next lectures are there. Okay, so this is the three phase transformer construction in detail. Now this is the 11 kV current transformer. It is a instrument transformer. It is used for measurement purpose because the voltage is current transformer. Current transformer and voltage transformer, it comes under the instrument transformer because the secondary winding is connected to instrument. Either it is a measuring instrument, either it is maybe some recording type of instruments, or it may be connected to the different protection scheme, protection circuit of the machineries, or it may be a transformer or generator is there. So it is a current transformer. It is 5 by 5 means ratio of the current transformer is 5 ampere by 5 ampere. It is for measurement of current in the HV side. So it is a 11 kV current transformer. It is outdoor type. Okay. Now this is the potential transformer. This is potential transformer. It is 11 by 110 volt. In all substation or everywhere, our instruments or say protection devices going to work at 110 volt. So it may be 11 by 110 volt for 11 kV substation. If it is 33 kV substation, then it is a 33 by 110 volt. So it is a potential transformer for measurement of voltage, as well as it is used for the which is connected in the energy meter. The secondary of the potentiometer is potential transformer is connected to the energy meter or some protective devices. Okay. Now this is one more transformer. It is also the current transformer. This is also the current transformer. Look at, this is the current transformer. Current transformer is 12 kV, means it is 11 kV current transformer whose primary current is 10 ampere and the secondary current is primary current is 15 ampere and secondary current is 5 ampere, and the accuracy is 0.5. What it means, when the primary is 15 ampere, it will measure the 5 ampere. It means that suppose the secondary current, if you connected here, if you just connect a ammeter, suppose here the ammeter is connected to measure the current, okay, and if the ammeter measure 1 ampere, it means that the load current is 3 ampere because the ratio is 15 by 5 is 3. So by connecting ammeter, by connecting energy meter, by connecting watt meter, the power can be measured with the conjunction of CT and PT for the high voltage side. And accuracy is 0.5, means the ratio, current ratio and voltage ratio error is 0.5. If the it is equal to say 0.2, it means that it is more accurate. So this is for the indoor purposes. This is outdoor. First, earlier we have seen the current transformer is an outdoor type. It is an indoor type. It is used in the measuring unit of MSDCL, where CT, PT and energy meter is it comprises of energy meter. So this is the simply construction of three-phase transformer, where we have seen the construction of core, HV winding and LV winding. Where to place LV winding? LV winding always placed next to the core, HV winding outside the core, so that it can be connected, the tapping can be carried out very easily for tap changing of the transformer, and it will reduce the overall size and cost of the transformer. And distribution transformer is always core type transformer, and it is a single unit three-phase transformer, whereas a transformer in MVA that will be used in the power say substation power transformer, it may be a band transformer, which is comprises of 3 single phase transformers are connected either in delta delta or star delta as per the application. So thank you. This is for the construction of three phase transformer.